Imagine this. It's a freezing winter morning. You're late for work, the windshield's iced over, and your car's groaning like it's begging to stay in bed. You turn the key, hear that sluggish crank, and think, it'll be fine. But here's the kicker. What if that one moment is quietly wrecking your engine? Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into something every driver needs to hear. 5 winter driving habits that secretly ruin your engine. These are the sneaky mistakes we all make when the temperature drops. Habits that seem harmless but could cost you thousands down the road. Stick around, because knowing this could save your car and your wallet. Winter's brutal on vehicles. Cold air, icy roads, and that instinct to just get moving can turn small oversights into big problems. We're breaking it all down, why these habits hurt, how to spot the damage, and what to do instead. If you've ever wondered why your car feels off after a cold snap, this is for you. Oh, and if you love these tips, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment with your worst winter driving story. I'll be reading them. Here's what we're covering. First, the everyday habits that mess with your engine's safety. Then the convenience traps that make things worse. And finally, the maintenance slip-ups that leave you stranded. Let's get started. Your engine's counting on it. Safety essentials. Habits that threaten your engine. Let's kick off with habit number 1. Revving the engine right after a cold start. You're freezing, the car's barely awake, and you think, I'll just give it some gas to warm it up. Sounds logical, right? Wrong. That sudden revving when the oil's still thick and cold? It's like asking your engine to sprint before it's even stretched. Last winter, my buddy Jake, under a total car guy, decided to wake up his truck on a minus 10-degree Fahrenheit morning. Full throttle, engine roaring. 2 months later, he's shelling out for a new piston because the wear tore it apart. Cold oil doesn't flow fast enough to protect those moving parts. So, what's the fix? Let it idle for 30 seconds to a minute. Give that oil a chance to circulate. Your engine will thank you. Habit number 2, ignoring the battery before winter hits. You've been there. The car won't start and you blame the cold. But here's the secret. Cold weather just exposes a weak battery and doesn't kill it. If you're not checking the charge or cleaning those terminals, you're stressing your engine every time it struggles to turn over. Ever had that slow crank scare you? Tell me about it in the comments. Keep a battery tester handy or even a multimeter. Takes 5 minutes to check. And if the terminals look like they've grown a science project, scrub them with a wire brush and some baking soda. Safety isn't just about you. It's about keeping that engine from grinding itself to death. Convenience items. Habits that sabotage comfort. Next up, habit number 3. Idling too long to warm up. I get it. You want the heater blasting and the windshield clear, but leaving your car idling for 10-15 minutes? That's a quiet killer. Excess fuel washes down the cylinder walls, diluting the oil that's supposed to protect your engine. Think about your last road trip. Ever sit there waiting, engine purring, just to feel cozy? I've done it too. But here's the deal. Modern cars don't need more than a minute or 2. Drive gently instead. Let the engine warm up naturally. Bonus? You'll save gas and keep that oil doing its job. What's your go-to warm-up trick? Drop it below. Habit number 4, skipping the defrost and scraping halfway. You're in a rush, so you scrape a tiny peephole and blast the heat. Problem is, that maxed out heater pulls extra power from the alternator, which leans on the engine harder. Over time, that strain adds up, especially if your battery's already weak from habit number 2. Keep a scraper and some de-icer in the car. Takes 2 minutes to clear the whole windshield. Trust me, your engine and your sanity will feel the difference. Ever had a defrost disaster? I'm all ears in the comments. Maintenance tools. Habits that leave you stranded all right. Habit number 5. Neglecting winter-ready fluids. You're still rocking summer oil or weak antifreeze because it's fine. Nope. Thin oil and cold temps can't cushion your engine, and bad coolant? It'll freeze and crack something expensive. I'll never forget my cousin's story. Middle of nowhere, dead of winter, and his radiator burst because the antifreeze was more water than anything. Tow truck, $800 repair, total nightmare. Check your oil. Go synthetic, 5W30 or lower, and test that coolant with a cheap hydrometer from the auto store. $5 beats a blown engine any day. These maintenance habits aren't sexy, but they're your lifeline. Keep a basic kit in the trunk: jumper cables, a tire gauge, a funnel for fluids. One time I was stranded on a back road, battery dead, no cables. A stranger saved me, but I swore I'd never skip that prep again. What's in your emergency kit? Share it below. I might steal your ideas. So there you have it. Revving too soon, ignoring the battery, idling forever, half-hearted defrosting, and skipping fluid checks. These habits sneak up on you, chipping away at your engine until it's too late. Winter's tough enough without your car turning against you. These 5 habits? They're not loud, they're silent saboteurs. But now you know. Catch them early, tweak your routine, and you'll roll through the season like a pro. Imagine the peace of mind knowing your engine's ready for anything. Priceless, right? Take a sec, look at your car today. Is it ready for the cold? If not, you've got the tools now. And if this saved you from a breakdown, or even just a headache, smash that like button and subscribe for more. We're all about keeping your ride alive here. One last thing, what's your winter driving pet peeve? That one habit you can't stand or one you're guilty of? Drop it in the comments, I'm reading every single one. Let's keep this convo going. Until next time, stay safe, stay smart, and keep that engine humming. See you on the road.